Yeah, so now our topic is vocabulary. You know, there's no need for me to tell you much about the importance of vocabulary. Okay, yes. So when you are learning a language, it's important for you to, what should I say, increase your vocabulary. The more vocabulary you have, what should I say, more comfortable you feel. Okay, so context clue. What do you mean by context clue? Whenever we come across any unfamiliar words in a text, we use clues from the passage to get the meaning of the word. This is called context clue. Okay, yes. So when I read this definition, okay, the meaning, you must be familiar. Even we used to come across different words. Okay, as a teacher, it doesn't mean that we know the meaning of all the words. We also come across so many new words. In fact, we are learning every day. Okay, yes. So when we are teaching English textbook and when you are going through all the textbook science, whether it is science, social, whether it is math, whether it is English, especially in math also, okay, we come across different words. And because of these words, even if our students are familiar with the concept, all these things, but that word, it stops. You got it? So it's very important. Now, my question, how do we look for the meaning? Okay, if you come across any new word in your text, okay, yeah, so what do you do? Okay, now these are the questions that we ask students when we were on a school, visit. Okay, so that was one question that we asked. Okay, whenever you come across one difficult word, okay, yes, some unfamiliar word in any book that you are reading. Okay, right now you are reading one storybook. Okay, yes, and you are reading one textbook. So obviously you come across different words, the words which are not familiar to you, which are totally new. So my question is, how do you do this? Okay, whenever you come across new word, what do you do? So most of the students, sir, we used to refer to dictionary. Okay, yes, very good. So, okay, dictionary, that is one way of learning a new word. Okay, one way of solving the mystery of that word. Okay, dictionary. What do? So we just try to read all the words that are around that particular word, and then we try to get the meaning. Okay, yes, very good. And what is the other one? So we used to ask our friends, and then we get the meaning, and then else, and then we ask teacher. Okay, now these are the different strategies. You got it? Okay. Everybody will come across new words. Okay, I told you, I also come across new words. Now, these are the different strategies. Now, what is the first one? I told you, reading and writing, it's very much related. If you are a very good writer, okay, keep this in mind. If you are a very good writer, you will be a good reader, because a good reader knows where to look. Okay, what are the different strategies that you have to keep in mind in order to comprehend one reading passage? Why? That reading passage, that small passage, is written by somebody who is very much familiar with the writing. Okay, whenever he has written that small piece of writing, there are so many things in his mind. Okay, he does not want to confuse the reader. His main idea, okay, I am just transferring one small piece of information. So there are different ways of informing that. Okay, should I use descriptive? Should I use chronological? Should I use cause and effect? Should I use compare contrast? Should I use problem solution? Now that writer is familiar. Oh, suppose now if I am using this problem and solution, now what are the things that I have to keep in mind so that I will not confuse my readers, so that I can make my reader easily understand what I'm trying to say. So he has got all these things in his mind. And then, more importantly, he will use all the hint words. I want my writers to get that idea through these hint words, through these signal words. So you see, if you're a good writer, you are also a good reader. You got it? So, what I'm trying to say, yes, we are talking about the difficult words. Okay, I want you to practice this. Okay, so one strategy is context clue. Okay, so what is context clues? I have already told you. Now, for example, you come across some difficult words in a sentence. Okay, referring to dictionary, it's very good. But before referring to dictionary, there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. A good writer always have this context clue. Okay, yes, there is no need for you to look for the meaning. The meaning is already there in the words which are around them. Okay, and that is the the strategy that is called context clue. Okay, yes. Whenever we come across any unfamiliar word, we use clues. So clues means signal, hint from the passage that we are reading. Why? Because the writer has used, writer has indirectly given us the meaning. Okay, why? Because he has already introduced a new word. His idea is to make the reader understand. So that's why he will try his best to give the readers the meaning of that word. Okay, so it is hidden somewhere. So that is the little thing that you have to do. You have to, instead of referring to dictionary, you just go and read the words which are around them. So that is called context clue. By looking at the context, by looking at that passage, you will get some idea. You will get the signal. Did you understand? So let us take an example. Okay, it will, it will make it very clear. Okay, so that is it. Okay, context clue example. He thought the house was valuable, but it was incorrect. The house was actually worthless. Okay, yes. Now you will come across this piece of paragraph. Okay, I mean this small piece. Okay, yes. Now I have highlighted two words, valuable. Okay, now as far as that word valuable is concerned, you all are familiar. Valuable, something which has got some value. Now the next word is worthless. Okay, now if there is somebody, one student, who does not know the meaning of worthless. Okay, yes, the writer has already given some clue. Okay, yes, there is no need for you to look at the dictionary. Okay, if the writer has not used any context clue, only then you just refer the dictionary. So that is the second one. Okay, so instead of relying on dictionary, why don't you use your own skill? Okay, yes. So he thought the house was valuable, but it was incorrect. The house was actually worthless. Now, if you look at the word worthless, if you are not familiar, you will get some idea. Okay, yes. Now, I want to say that in that sentence, I've made one mistake. Okay, he thought. Okay, it is he thought. So you see, there are so many things we also make mistake. So I beg your pardon. Okay, yes. So let us look at the question. Which clue shows the meaning of the worthless? The worthless is there. I told you a good writer will always keep in mind, okay, yes, this context clue. Okay, whenever he uses some difficult words, he will make sure that he puts some hints. He will just give us a clue. Which clue show the meaning of worthless? Synonyms, antonym, an example. Now, different ways of showing the context clue. Now, if you look at this, which clue? Okay, is it a synonym use? Is it antonym or is it example? Synonym means word having same meaning. Antonym, opposite. Okay, and the third one is example. Now, he thought the house was valuable. You know the meaning, but it was incorrect. So it was incorrect means now we are talking about the opposite, valuable. Okay, and worthless. Valuable is something which has got worth, and worthless means which does not have any value. Okay, so the word, even if you don't know the meaning of the worthless, you will get some idea. On one side, we have got valuable, and it says that it was incorrect. The house was actually, so that is a counterpart. So that means, which clue shows the meaning of worthless? Oh, I think it is the antonym. Okay, valuable, something which is of value, and worthless, which does not have any value. Did you get some idea? Okay, yes. So we have used antonym, opposite. Okay, valuable. Let us take another example. Okay, the types of context clue. There are different types of context clue. Now let us read this. Textbook writers usually know when they must use a word that will be new to their student readers. They often include other words or phrases to help with the understanding of the new word. These words or phrases are referred as context clue. They are built into the sentence around the typical word. You remember? Okay, so when you say, okay, whenever I come across any new words, I try to read all the words which are around. This. So you use this. So what are we using? We are using context clue. Okay, yes. Now, if somebody asks, do you know this which is strategy, context clue? Oh, yeah, I know what context clue. Because whenever we come across new words, we try to read all the words or phrases around that particular difficult word, and then we try to get the meaning. Okay, so that is called context clue. So that is one skill student. Okay, not just student. We as an adult should know. Okay, yes, that is the thing. Now, context clue. When I talk about context clue, there are different types. Okay, yes. Now let us try to look at the different types. The context clue. Okay, there are different types. First, you have to keep in mind idea. That is an acronym. Okay, yes, acronym. You know. Okay, I'm just adding all the initial letter of the words. I stands for inference. D stands for definition, E stands for example, A stands for antonym, and S stands for synonym. So inference, you all are familiar. Inference is very important. Whenever you have got any poem or textbook, prose, okay, the examiner, they also check your inference, whether you are, what should I say, understanding what inference is. Okay, for example, my friend always goes to a doctor. He always eats medicine. He always lies in bed whole day. Now, what kind of inference you get? Okay, I'm not directly saying that he is sick, but you should be able to get some inference. Okay, you have to infer, oh, he always eats medicine, he always goes to a doctor, he always lie on his bed, he is not that bad. Okay, I think he is sick. So that is the skill. So that is called inference. You will get some idea. You should conclude. Oh, now sometimes the examiner, they will give you one poem, they will give you one prose, and then they try to see whether you are familiar with the inference, whether you can understand. Sometimes we evaluate. Okay, they are going to check whether you are able to evaluate. Okay, Tashi goes, Tashi always helps. Okay, do you think Tashi is a good man? Now you have to evaluate. Now these are the skills that we check, okay, through prose and poetry. Okay, yes, coming back to the types of which are context clue. Okay, inference, okay, you will get some idea. Definition, sometimes that difficult words, there will be definition given in that a sentence. Sometimes example, sometimes antonym, sometimes synonym. A good reader always look for context clue. They will never use dictionary unless it is necessary. Okay, so they always look for context clue to get the meaning of the unknown words. Okay, that is a skill. Okay, you can the time spent looking for the dictionary, you can also get. Okay, yes. So let us try to get some example. The first one, inference. Inference means the meaning is not there. I told you that there is no direct which is a conversation. I told you Tashi eats, he goes to bed, he lies on the bed. Okay, so he is a sick. Okay, yes, you will get some idea. Okay, meaning is not there. Please don't mind if he does not talk much because he is very explicit. Okay, now if you don't know the meaning of explicit, now you just say, please don't mind if he does not, okay, he does not talk much. Okay, so explicit, okay, yes, oh, so what do you mean by that? You will get some idea, okay, yes, he does not he does not speak, he is not that much outspoken, oh, so you will get some idea. Okay, so that is inference. Let us talk about definition. Okay, meaning is given in the text. A man is stingy when he does not spend much money. Okay, now you will come across these type of sentences. I told you these are written by great writers. Okay, or someone who knows how to write. Okay, a man is stingy. Now, for example, if you don't know the meaning of stingy, you just look at that because the definition is there. A man is stingy when he does not spend much money. Oh, my friend is stingy. That means he does not spend much. Okay, yes, so that is the stingy. So here the writer has used definition. Let us take example, okay, E, okay. Example of the word is given. A beverage such as coffee, tea, water will be served to all. Okay, now if you are not familiar with the word beverage, please don't refer to dictionary directly. There are so many things that you can know. If you know the context clue, I'm sure that writer has used some context clue. His purpose is not to confuse. His purpose is to help. Okay, yes. Now here the writer has used example. For example, a beverage, if you don't know the beverage, such as. So the word such as means it's example. Okay, such as coffee, tea, water. So beverage is, all the, coffee and tea and something that we drink. Okay, you will get some idea. So that is called context. context clue. Okay, let us take antonym. Okay, the opposite of the word is given. Tashi's room is very clean. Okay, again, you see mistake. Okay, so there are some mistakes here. Okay, we make mistake. Okay, yes. So Tashi's room is clean, but Tenzin's room is opposite. Okay, Tashi's room is clean, but Tenzin's room is opposite. It is very filthy. Now, if you don't know the meaning of filthy, okay, if you are coming across this word for the first time in your life, don't refer to the dictionary unless it is unless there is context clue. Okay, good writer will always use context clue. If that writer is not familiar, and then you need to refer. Okay, first try to read. Tashi is very clean. Tashi's room is very clean, but Tenzin's room is opposite. Okay, opposite, clean and opposite. It is very filthy. Now you will get some idea. Okay, opposite means clean. You can understand. So filthy, even if you don't know, filthy is the opposite of clean. So it may be very dirty, messy, all these things. You will get. So here the context clue used is opposite. Okay, yes. Let us talk about the synonyms. I hate or detest eating spicy food. Okay, yes. So hate, you know, detest, okay, you don't know. But here you just look at this, the word or. I hate or detest eating spicy food. So hate or detest, it's synonyms or. Okay, so that means he's talking about synonyms. Okay, I hate. So detest, detest is which is it hate, you dislike. Okay, so these are the things that you have to keep in mind. So that is, we are talking about the context clue. Did you understand? Okay, yes. Meaning of the words. Okay, so for example, without context clue, okay, I'm just asking you this question. It was idyllic day. I want to learn phytoplankton. Okay, now you tell me the meaning of idyllic and you tell me the meaning of phytoplankton. Even I faced difficulty in pronouncing that word. Okay, yes. Now you tell me, what do you do? Okay, do you see any context clue? No, it's very difficult. So a good writer will never leave his sentence like this. He will always try to give us a context clue. You know that. Okay, a good writer is also a good reader. So that's the phrase that I'm repeating all the time. So let us, okay, you don't know. Okay, so far you don't know unless you refer to the dictionary. Okay, even I don't know the meaning of these words. Okay, before using that context clue. Now let us see. Okay, yes, idyllic. You look at the left one. It was an idyllic day, sunny, warm, and perfect for a walk in the park. Now, did you get some idea what idyllic means? Okay, so I told you, a good writer will never use incomplete sentence. He or she will always try to give us some context clue. He or she will give us a clue. So, it was an idyllic day. So, what is an idyllic day? Sunny, warm, and perfect time for a walk. So, did you get the meaning of idyllic? So, idyllic, what is the idyllic day? Idyllic day is a day on which it's very sunny and warm and perfect for all our outdoor activities. You got the meaning. You got it? Okay, yes. So, you remember the first word, phytoplankton. Okay, yes, phytoplankton. I don't know. Yes. So, to learn about phytoplankton or tiny ocean plants, scientists sample up to 100 liters of water each day. Okay, so if you are not familiar with the word phytoplankton, now you get some meaning from the clue, yes, or tiny ocean plants. What is a phytoplankton? So phytoplankton is tiny ocean plant, already there. So that is the context clue. So do you think it's important for you to refer to the dictionary? Yeah, you may if you don't find any context clue. But first of all, you keep this in mind, context clue. What is a context clue? You have to keep in mind. Did you understand? Okay, yes. So, Doji and Tenzin are opposite in terms of their physics. Okay, physics means you know. Okay, yes. Doji is lean and thin, but Tenzin is stocky. Yes. So, what do you mean by stocky? If you are not familiar with the word stocky, you will get some idea. Doji and Tenzin are opposite. Okay, in terms of physical appearance, they are totally different. Doji is lean and thin. Okay, Doji is lean and thin. Okay, but Tenzin is stocky. Oh, now you will get the meaning of stocky. Stocky is the opposite of lean and thin. Why? Because, what should I say, Doji and Tenzin are already mentioned opposite. You got it? Okay, yes. Second one, some animals can camouflage. If you are familiar with the word camouflage, well and good, which means they can easily change their color according to their environment in order to hide from others. So suppose you don't know the meaning of camouflage, but you know context clue. I'm sure the writer has used some context clue here. Now let me see what type of context clue he or she has used. Some animals can camouflage, which means, okay, chemical, okay, so the definition is there. So what is the meaning of camouflage? They easily change their color according to the environment. You see, so you got the idea. Camouflage is the power to change your color according to the environment in order to hide from the other, which is predator animal who are eating. Okay, yes. Third one, my friend is always willing to accept others' order and wishes. She can't say no to others. I can't be submissive like her. Okay, so what do you mean by the word submissive? Suppose you don't know the meaning of submissive. Now, before relying on to your dictionary, you remember, there is a context clue. My teacher told me that, don't refer to the dictionary unless it is necessary. He always told me to use the context clue. A good writer will always use this context clue. Okay, so let me see. Okay, my friend is always willing to accept others' order and wishes. She can't say no to others. I can't be submissive like her. Okay, like her. Okay, what is he? What is she? She is always willing to accept others' order and wishes. So submissive is a person who always accept orders and wishes from others, as a person who cannot say, in fact, no. Okay, but I don't want to be like her. So you get the meaning of submissive. Did you understand? Now, these are all context clue. Now, let us take an example to the last one. Okay, we all have phobias. Sometimes these phobia can cause problem in our lives. I'm sorry. Okay, again and again, I'm making a mistake. So I just beg your pardon. Okay, yes, this is the mistake. I'm not talking. I don't know why that word love comes all the time. Okay, yes. We all have phobias. Sometimes these phobias cause major problem in our lives. Okay, now you tell me, what is the meaning of phobia? Okay, yes. Now, do you see any context clue? Okay, oh no. That I don't see any context clue. Okay, I am not getting any clue from this. Oh, the writer must not have used context clue, or that writer is not familiar with the context clue. Now, what do you do if you don't know the meaning of that thing? And then your option is look for a dictionary, or you just seek the help of your teacher and the elders. Did you understand? Now, context clue, I told you, it plays very important role. You got it? Okay, yes.